Hey guys, welcome to AM Talk Sport, and today is a special day. I'm your host and host Ajay Menon, and today is the day of the Roman derby, the Derby Della Capitale between Roma and Lazio, Europe. Probably, I would say it is one of the top three intercity derbies in the world, and it all stem from. I'm not going to give you a very huge history lesson. So basically, Roma, my club, are a fusion of three clubs called Alba, Fortitudo, and Roman, which was united so that it could take on the much stronger northern powers at that time, one can say. And the only team that refused the merger was Lazio, and that's how the rivalry began. Number two is just the demographic of people. The Laziale are much more affluent, I would say, if to put it in simple terms, whereas the Romanisti are the working class people, and they are concentrated towards the working class areas of the city of Rome, whereas the Laziale are a little more I would say in the outskirts in the large mansions or whatever. But that's the demographic that's there. And of course, the politics also, generally Laziale is, I would say, leaning towards the right, whereas Romanisti are towards the center left. Generally, it's a very general thing. And of course, Roma have the colors of Rome, the Giallo Rossi and the wolf, the she wolf with the twins. Romulus and Remus. I mean, that's a sign of the sigil of the city of Rome. Whereas Laziale have the Greek colors and the Olympiad eagle, over there, which is why you see an eagle whenever Lazio play their home games. But I mean, basically these are the differences, and that's been, I would say, the cause of a lot of animosity and hatred, which has thankfully now, died down over the years in the stadium per se. I mean, there were times where there was a rumor that a child was killed. When the derby was going on, the derby was halted because both the ultra leaders came in. It was an ugly mess, and this was just as recent as maybe 2004, I think. And thankfully, the violence has also reduced. The matches now happen, in the daytime kickoff. There are no night games, so the cops are, extra vigilant. And in Italy, in any case, you have to actually, present a passport to get in. And for an away game, you have to be registered. So it's very difficult as an away fan to catch a game in Italy. And ironically, Roma Lazio, this time Roma the designated home team in today's game. So I mean, in terms of rivalry, we've seen it all. On the pitch, Roma are obviously much dominant than Lazio in terms of results and trophies as well. I mean, you don't count those minor trophies and say that Lazio have got more trophies. Just for pound for pound, Roma have got more league titles and more Italian cups. I mean, Roma historically have been dominant, but over the recent few seasons, Lazio have had the upper hand, I must admit. And it's been a while since I enjoyed a nice derby win over Lazio. There have been some painful defeats for Roma, especially the 2013 Coppa Italia final loss. I don't think so. I've recovered from that loss even now. It's been more than a decade since that happened. But yeah, I mean, if you're a neutral and if you're a football fan of, say, another league or another club in another league, the Rome derby is the perfect introduction for you in terms of watching Italian calcio. The culture, the curva, the ultras, the songs, the choreography, the fireworks, the tifos, everything is present in the derby. And there have been a lot of derbies where it's been fought like a battle, tackles flying in, red cards, fellow players kind of poking each other, trying to get a reaction, some famous wins, Totti with that phone, with the selfie with the fans. I mean, so many good moments that has happened over the years. And with Roma Lazio, aisa hai, if you're born into a AS Roma family, you have to support Roma. There is no chance of you supporting Lazio. Whereas, say, in a Milan derby, it's all fun and games, My uncle can be an Internazionale supporter. I can be a Milan. Yeah, the Derby Della Capitale is a derby like no other. It means everything to both the sides. And today's game is live on Jio Cinema at 9:30 Indian time. So I hope people who are watching this video can go and watch the game. It is also Daniele De Rossi's first derby as a Roma boss. Obviously, as a player, he's been part of many derbies, and he's given us some amazing moments and some, we've had some bad times. We've shared the pain together, but it remains interesting how De Rossi matches up against Igor Tudor, because Maurizio Sarri and Jose Mourinho, who were the former managers of Lazio and Roma respectively, are no longer part of the benches. So two new managers, and De Rossi is of course a local Romanista, so for him the derby means much more than anyone else. So it's going to be a very interesting game. My prediction for this game is a 2-1 win for us. I would really want to know what is your prediction. Leave the prediction in the comments below. If you want to know anything more about the Rome derby or Calcio in general, do leave a comment. I really want to talk to all of you guys. And if you like this kind of content, do consider hitting that subscribe button. It's a small thing for you, but for a creator like me, it means the world. Alright then, I'm going to get my Roma scarf. I'm going to sing Roma Roma with all my heart, as hopefully my prediction can come true and Roma are victorious. Daje Roma Sempre!